Hey everybody, welcome to Live Coding with Jesse. Today we're going to get back to work on the main website for Franciscan at the university I work for. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I turned on the stream and I started dropping frames, so let me know how the video is. I tried turning off a few programs that I was working with earlier that I don't need. So hopefully everything will work. Let's see. I was just looking to see if there's anything else I could turn off. I don't think I can. Alright, looks like the video is fine. Hey everybody. Alright, so a little update on some of the projects. I think I have, for the Catechetical Institute site, for now, I think everything's completed. I'm just waiting on some content before I make those changes live. I hope that comes in soon because we also updated all our packages, and some of those packages that are currently on there are pretty old, so I'd love to move to the new updated branch as soon as I can. The stuff for the bulletin, if you remember, I've been talking about that university bulletin that I think it's like you have to log in to get into it, which I think is unnecessary. But basically there's still going to be a login, so that's not going to change for now. But we made it a little bit easier in, was it yesterday's stream? I think we made it easier to get in. So I think that'll be fine. It'll take care of most of the issues that some of the users were having. And the javascript.af site, work's being done on that. So JavaScripter that was in here yesterday is doing some design work, building out a little bit of the front end and just some basic HTML. Harshit is working on the server, the API. So maybe we'll have something to see with that, you know, maybe hopefully soon. I'm not going to be able to work that much on it because this project's going to take up a ton of my time. I'm preparing to, you know, work over my normal amount of time on this. This morning I was just doing a lot of migrating data, and oh, looks like the stream cut to black for a second. Is it alright now? Alright, cool. So, anyway, I was trying to migrate a bunch of data, and some, like, my eyes were just so dry after staring at the screen. And anyway, I'm glad to get back to doing some, like, front-end work. My coworkers are looking in the door. Alright, so let me check the live chat quickly, just to say hello and see if there's any questions I should answer right away, and then I'll show my screen and we'll get started. Let's see. Alright, looks like the stream's fine for most of you. Steven says, today Jesse will be discussing beard care and the 2-button shirt rule. Ready to go. I did have my beard trimmed up a little bit when I got a haircut, so it's probably looking less scruffy than normal. Alright. Okay, Harshit's adding commits to the PR. I'll check out those PRs after the stream. Alright, let's switch it up. Okay, let me start my timer. And we'll bring over our project. So I have updated this project. This Franciscan React is the repo name. I've updated this project to, based on the pull requests yet. I don't think there's any outstanding pull requests right now that are completed. So we should be up to date. I'm gonna double check though. Yep, all the pull requests are in. Alright, so some of the additions we have are the search animation works here, which is awesome. And I believe we went over, yeah, we went over this I think yesterday. Have some additions here. We have a different color here, so pretty good. I'm happy about that. And the pull requests were mainly Rook or Niki has added that search toggle, and also those links that we just saw in the drawer. Also added Commitizing. So when we go to do a commit, I'm going to try out this new way we're doing commits that should help have like a standard for committing to get. So we'll see how that works. I think it'll take some getting used to at first, but in the long run it should be better. All right. If I missed any PRs, I'm sorry. Let me know, and I will give you credit for any PRs. Let's see. Let's see. Project 5D25. All right. Just double checking the live chat again. So today we want to fix some stuff with the mobile view. I had mentioned maybe yesterday that it looks, I hadn't kept in mind at all the mobile view of this, and I don't know why, because we should be thinking mobile first based on the audience, which is going to be primarily teenagers. So today we're going to try to clean this up and have it be acceptable for mobile. I mean, you can see right now this is just it's just ridiculous, so bad. And that's my fault. Wow. Okay, let's start up here with the header. First thing I'd like to do is really remove all of this. I'm just going to remove everything from the mobile version of the header. The only thing I might even consider keeping is a call to action, but I don't think I'll keep that. I think I'm just going to get rid of all of it and then see how it looks. If it looks like we might have space to add anything in, maybe. But we'll we'll check it out. We'll see how it goes. I'm not worried about the links, right? So we have all the links here, so mobile users aren't missing out on anything. They'll still have all the same content. The only thing that'll be missing is, you know, this access FUS and button, and then these social icons. Maybe we could add those in here somewhere. We'll see. I could maybe the access FUS. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll add them in the side. But first things first, let's just get them out of here. Alright, so, whoops, wrong code. So let's check out, I don't need this right now. Do we need to, let's keep the drawer up. I'm not making any queries. Alright, so our app bar is where we're going to be working at for now. So have all these SVG icons. I suppose we're just going to take care of this with a media query. Steven says it should do a social drop down. That's an interesting idea. We'll think about that. You're saying maybe like up in the corner here, just have a small icon and it can drop down? I kind of, yeah, I'll think about that. Alright, so let's just add in a class here. And let's go desktop only. Yeah, let's call it desktop only. I mean, really, this will probably end up being the case for... Oh no, I can't do it in here. I need this to be like in a media query. I don't think we can do media queries in an object like this, right? Wow, that's interesting. I've never come across the case where I needed to make a media query when I was doing this. That's really weird. I wonder if Material UI has anything built in that I could be using before we make our own. It would probably be, I guess it would be the fastest just to make our own, but I do want to check. Oh, alright. Nikki says, that's why I had trouble with mobile styles and that pull request, no media queries. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. I don't need pretty much any of this stuff right now. Zero UI. Let's see. Layout hidden. There we are. Here we are. Okay, looks like we have some breakpoints. Release beta 30 for break. Oh, there are breaking changes in beta 30. Alright, cool. I'll have to check that out. I'll just open that in a new tab for now. All emotes are visible unless they're explicitly hidden. Hidden works the range of breakpoints. Alright, so they're bringing in importing hidden, and then let's see where they're using it. They're just wrapping hidden. Okay, so they're wrapping the component in hidden. So let's see. Up property give the children will be hidden at or above. We won't want the up. We want the down, most likely for what we're doing here. So maybe medium and down. Alright, let me double check the live chat, see if I'm missing anything. Alright, cool. Harsha is mentioning that there's that hide component. Alright, cool. Well, let's do that. Let's grab our hidden. We'll import hidden, and we'll bring it in up here. Oops, I'm sorry. This is so small. I was working earlier, so I had it really small. Sorry about that. You probably were straining your eyes to see that tiny text. Alright, so now let's wrap something in hidden and see if it will work. I may as well just copy what they did here. So I'm going to try medium and down. I think that'll work. I'm going to move this over a bit so we don't need it. So let's see, what is this? This toolbar, icon. Alright, we want that. We want the title. We want the logo. And all this whole grid. Wow, yeah, everything within this grid I think we can get rid of. So let me double check the grid here. See where we had it. Toolbar. Yep. So we can put hidden here. And then down here. Sorry if I'm scrolling really fast. I hope I didn't make anybody motion sick. Hidden. Whoa. Oh, it's just indentation. We'll save it. There we are. Okay, let's see what happened. Wonderful. Okay, that worked. The top nav got really thin. I think it could use a bit of padding at the top, but I mean it basically worked. It did what we wanted to do. Now that I look at it, if we keep the logo this size, which I think is fine, that size works, especially for a small screen, then we may have some space over here. I do want to check to see what this is. 400. All right, let me shrink this down a bit. So if we dock DevTools here, we can actually shrink the screen down a bit more. So I think 320 is the smallest screen. So that's about 320. Yeah, so if we were to add something in here, it would definitely have to be something very small. So I say I'm not going to add anything for right now. And we'll see. Later on, at this point, let's just keep it simple. We need to launch this thing. We can always add more in later on. And the only thing that I'm thinking of is, would it be better to center this logo now that there's nothing over here, or should we keep it aligned over here? Let me know in the live chat. I'm not going to do anything with it now. On a larger screen, it definitely looks... Whoa. Alright. Okay. So medium is all the way up there. Let's see where that breakpoint... you know what? It doesn't... The breakpoint doesn't just happen like normal in CSS. So what is that? 1200? 12... It's like 1280 or something is the breakpoint. Let's try to drop that down. I think we might be able to drop down to the next breakpoint and it would still work. So let me double check what that is called. SM. So let's change it to SM. Oops. And oops. Alright, let's see how far down this will go. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that definitely works. That works. Okay, I like that. And that's a breakpoint that's more around 960, 990, somewhere around there. We're getting down to 980. Yeah, I think that's much more reasonable. I don't think we could go any lower than that. Actually, there's only one breakpoint lower than that, so I think that's really all we can do anyway. But I think that's fine. That's definitely acceptable. Really, we definitely can't fit very many more options up here, which is okay with me. I don't want to clutter this up. Let's see what happens when we expand this. Alright, good. That still works. Let me shrink it down a bit more. All right, great. So I was worried we'd run into issues with expanding this, but it looks like we have enough space. Awesome. Awesome. All right, cool. So that works now. I do want to double check. All right, you know what? We still have a little bit. I can still scroll horizontally a bit. So we have something else that's messing this up. It wasn't just the header. Is it this? It's got to be, yeah, it's got to be this. Let's check this out. That's some weird stuff going on. Alright, well, I'd say if we are going to have cards like this, with that much text, yeah, we got to change it. So internally, these need to stack. I suppose they either need to stack, or these always need to be, you know, 100% width if we get down lower. Something has to happen there. I'm going to check the live chat quickly just to see if you all had any advice. All right. I just want to take a moment to think about what I want to do with this type of thing. I know we're going to utilize these on the home page. Let's see. Alright, so would it look better if we stacked these so that the image was on top? I don't really know that I like a circular image on the top like that. You know, we may have to go. We had just used the existing, I think it was a list component to do this, and we just made one item in the list. We may have to do something, you know, more custom to have some more control over this. That probably will end up being easier than trying to modify the list component directly. Yeah, for now, let's see if we go, let's see how it looks when it's like this. Alright, you know what, I still really don't like that look. So this type of card I think only looks alright the way we have it, with just the right amount of text, just the right size. I want to think of something a little more versatile for this, because we need it to look good on different sizes. Rook says, or Niki says, can you use shape outside CSS when it's a small card? Makes it look like magazines with text around an image. Oh, that's a really good idea. If we're going to do that, though, I think we probably will have to make a custom card. So let's... I guess we could try that out. Alright, let's try it out. I want to do something with this though as well on smaller screens. So I don't want it on like a screen this size. I don't think it looks right to just have this all the way up against the edge like that. So let's do something with this first. I'm just kind of like working my way down, so I don't want to skip this and go to the cards right now. I mean, we could center this. What is this? Is this yeah, a text-align center works. Yeah, I think that works. Good. Okay, yeah, text-align center is fine for that. It's nice when the answer is so simple. Alright, so where are we going to put that? Oh, I'm up in the app bar. I need to go to... Let's close this index page. And there we are. So here, I don't know, should we do it? I guess we could make a class for it. Flag, center, 80, URL, fix, cover, column. Or we could just add it onto here. I mean, this has a lot of really specific things, so it's not like we're going to reuse it. So let's just add it onto here. Oops. Text align, center. Alright. I'm going to double check just to make sure I clear out anything in DevTools. And alright, cool, that works. Awesome. Alright, now let's work our way down the page. I gotta try to remember to keep this small. And okay. Those buttons are an acceptable size there. I think I can live with that. Yeah, and this, what size is this? 300, 400. Yeah, this is just, we're going to need to do something with the fonts as well. I mean, even on this is like the simplest type of card you can make. It's just a card with text on it. Even there, we're leaking over the edges. So, Marius says, why not use the mobile view simulator thingy? I don't like the mobile view simulator, to be honest with you. I do use it sometimes, but I'd like to do this better. I like to just, move this back and forth and see what happens. So it does have its uses, but just not, I don't know, I like this better. In case you're not sure what we're talking about, we can toggle this mobile view, and like we could change it and say like, alright, let's check out an iPhone 4, right? And this would be iPhone 4 view. You could see what it would look like on an iPhone 4. Click, scroll. You could change the You used to be able to change mobile. There was a button for like landscape mode and portrait mode. I don't know what happened to that button. Seems like the UI for this has changed. Huh? What is this? I44. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, this is nice if you want to check it on a specific device and you don't have that device. But anyway, yeah, Nikki says, yeah, you lose the ability to play with the width. Good point. I hadn't thought about it that way yet. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, like this, I can see, like, okay, exactly the point where things shift. That helps me, especially if I'm trying to write media queries myself. Like, I need to know the real, like, pixel number exactly, and I don't want to be switching, trying to find phones that have that pixel value. But it does really come in handy if you, like, if, let's say you don't have something like Browser Stack where you can simulate phones, you could use this and at least get, you know, something that could be useful. Alright, my timer ran out, so I'm going to take a short break from coding now, go to the live chat and answer some of your questions. There's a question about what does the P5D25 mean, and it was answered in the live chat, but I just want to answer that again in case you're watching later on. It's Project 5 Day 25. So I've tried, I don't think I have it for every video, but some of the early ones I didn't do this, but for most of the videos it has what project it is and what day it is, and I abbreviate it so we don't have really long titles. But then that way, if you want to go back and watch things like in order, you can kind of easily tell where we're at in the series. Let's see. Antonio says hi. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Let's see. Oh, all right. It looks like Harshit and Marius is saying you can actually move back and forth in that mode. Let's check that out. So where's my responsive mode? Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I like it. Yeah, I like that. And you can do this too? Oh. I actually really like that. That's cool. Maybe I'll try this. I'll try this mode out for the rest of the stream. You all convinced me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it out. What? Do you see that? What just happened here? Yeah, these cards are not gonna work. We gotta redo those. Wow. That dog is just too cute though. Alright. Well, there wasn't really very many questions. I kind of looked back into the live chat a lot more than I normally do, so kept up with things. So I guess we'll go back in here and let's, I don't know, get rid of these cards, or make something else. We got to do something about this, because that's pretty bad. We can also check on some of our interior pages. I don't think there'll be a problem with the interior pages, but you never know. Some of the markup that we're importing may have some weird stuff going on, so it's worth, we obviously can't check every piece of content, but maybe we could check one or two examples of each type. Let's see. Nikki says that white space is caused by elements that are taken out of the document flow, like position absolute elements. That could make sense, because we're using masonry, so that is still in positioning absolute. But the element itself looks fine. It's just the insides of it that are getting messed up. Alright, let's take a closer look at what's going on now. Wow, Harshit already has 8 tasks done in the JavaScript AF API repo. If y'all want to check out what's going on with that project, it's in my repository. So the stuff I do for work is in the FUS Marcom organization. If you check my profile, I think it's Jesse R. Weigel, that's where the new stuff is. Harshit says, you need standard JS styles in the repo. Yeah, I'd like to do it just like we set up our projects here, like Prettier, Husky, standard JS, use ESLint. Let me think what else we do. I mean, obviously we want to use testing, so I'd like to keep it the same. And then depending on how it goes with using Comitizen, I think we might want to use that as well. I want to make it as easy as possible for people to contribute, but also keep everything the same in terms of style. I think it'll just make it a lot easier. Oh, Rook asked for ngrok. Sorry, Nikki. I totally forgot about ngrok. Let me get that up and running for you all. So, if you haven't seen me use this before, if you click this link that I just pasted into the live chat, you can see this website as we're working on it. And you can go into DevTools just like I'm doing and check everything out. Alright, is this the... Alright, this is the container. I wonder if we mess with overflow. Let's mess with the overflow. Alright, so let's see if we can... I mean, we can do something like this, which at least should prevent... Well, it should prevent all this weirdness from happening, but then we don't see any of the content. So that's not an ideal. It fixes one problem and makes another. So we may end up putting that on there just in case something weird happens and content sticks out, so it doesn't mess up the whole page. It just messes up that piece of content. John Hansen says, hey all, watch us later, busy day here. Hey John, thanks for checking in. Alright. So it looks like, let me take this off for a second so we can see. There we are. Yeah, let's rebuild this card. Alright, we're going to rebuild the card. We want to make a card then that... We could probably do with making the font a little smaller. So, and really, this is what we came from, and we just made it really big. So I wouldn't want to shrink this down to that size just to make it fit. I don't even remember what I did to change this. So let's go in and see what we did. So it should still be in the index. And remember, we hard coded a bunch of these cards in here. We're not going to leave it like this. So it looks a little crazy now, but this will all get taken care of. So YouTube embeds. Where's our... There we are. Okay. Alright, so we gave it avatar big and list item text big. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, you know what? I gave this avatar a fixed width and height, which that's an issue. I guess we could try to shrink this. I'm really kind of undecided here. John Hansen says 100% width for cards, get rid of image. You know what? Now that I look at this, I mean, it won't fix our problem, but it'll help. Do we really need this much margin on the sides? Where are we getting all that margin from? Oh, because I put the margin in. Okay. I wonder what we had before. I mean, that's definitely more acceptable. See what it looks like on a larger screen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna remove that margin, or that padding, I mean. Sorry, let's make sure that that is hero card. Yeah, let's take that out. Alright, this will give us a little bit more realistic picture of how much space we have to deal with. Alright, so as expected, we still have this issue. Maybe we could just, and this is I think what John was saying is, yeah, this is what John was saying. Let's just get rid of the image on small screens. So I mean, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, this looks exactly how I wanted it to look and expected it to look when it has enough space, but say probably anything beyond this. So where's that 9? Let's try small and down. Let's hide this on small and down if we can. And I mean, realistically, we're gonna have more text than this. Let's go on the site now and find a comparable piece of content just to get a realistic view of how much text is going to be in these cards. So slow. Alright. Wow. Oh, alright. So right now we aren't giving more information. We just have a little quote, I guess, with a link. Okay. A little quote with a link. Let's see if we have... I think we do have. Let's check these pages. We have academics. I know somewhere on the site we have little sections like that with a picture and text. All right, let's check the accounting department, see what's here. All right, so this is how we're doing the student one. So this is the amount of text that we have. And then, but we still have a read more link. Alright, and then we have a bigger profile. Alright, so I guess we're fine. We can deal with just having this amount of text. It seems like we are just using a link to get people, you know, we just have a small amount of text. Okay. Alright, Nikki, see you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your help. Oh, okay. Did I start my timer? Yeah, I did. Alright. I suppose then what we could try to do is have the font and image then just get smaller for a small screen. Let's just try that at first. This is one of those things where I think I've already spent too much time on it. Because no matter what I do here, it could change dramatically when I actually start showing it to people here where I work and get different ideas. So I think I'm just kind of stressing over, you know, really unnecessarily at this point. But let's go in here. The big thing is I need to be able to change these classes based on Breakpoint. So let's see, where did my material UI? There we are. So I don't need hidden. I need these breakpoints though. Alright, that's interesting. This is kind of our problem here. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Alright, responsive breakpoints. Wonderful. Let's see how this works. Whoa. Very cool. I had no idea there were breakpoints built into here. Alright, let's try it out. So we are going to within, let's see where we at. All right. There we are. Avatar. So within this avatar big, let's go clean breakpoints down small. Let's drop this down to 100, and let's drop this down to let's go 24. All right, let's see if that works. I've never tried to do breakpoints with Material UI. Oh, all right, pretty cool. All right, so we go. Not bad. Not bad. It's still, there's some spots where it's a little weird. A lot weird. Why is it still there? I thought this breakpoint was a lot. Oh, because we have it going like this. Oops, I keep going the wrong way. Let's see where we have this. There we are. Habits are 12, small, extra small 12. Medium. I'm going to try like this and see what difference that makes too. So, let's see. When we go to this point, oops, I did it on the wrong thing. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here is, let me search for, there we go. Search for Thomas Crow. This is my boss, by the way. And here, I'm going to change this to medium. And that should help make things look a little better. Okay. Yeah, there we are. So this is always going to be all the way across until we get up to a more reasonable size. So, alright, so here, yeah. Not bad. Not that bad. Not perfect. But I think that's way more acceptable than it was. Before, it looked obviously broken. Now I think it looks okay. We still have... you know, I can't zoom in here. I'm going to switch this up and toggle back to this view so I can zoom in. So we still have this white area. Even on large screens, we have this white area. And we can, so even on large screens, I have a horizontal scroll bar over. So like, this shouldn't happen. See, this site does not have a horizontal scroll bar. Alright, let me check my time. 3 minutes. Alright, if anybody has any idea why I have a horizontal scroll bar still, please let me know in the live chat. I know I've had this same thing happen to me on various projects throughout the years. I don't know why. I can't remember what the problem was before. Alright, so usually when this happens, I just go through and try to see which elements are sticking out. See, so there doesn't appear to be any. Let's go to the top. Dave says start removing elements. Vishal says hello, a lot of love from India. Hey Vishal, thanks for joining us. I have a lot of love for India as well. I have quite a few of you from India that watch the show. I mean, based on the analytics, I think #1 is from the United States. #2 most viewers, I think, are from the UK. And then after that is India. And I really appreciate it because I know the time zone, because of the time difference, sometimes things can be crazy for the live stream. Alright, let's start opening up some of these. Header. Alright, let's go. Delete. Alright, so it's not in the header. Let's check the footer. Delete. Not in the footer. So at least we know it's in the main. main place here. Alright, so we can check. Let's just get rid of this hero section. Oh, it's in the hero section. Awesome. Alright, let's refresh this and get the hero section back. Now we can go in. Dave, thank you so much for that. That was so helpful. Dave suggested that I just start removing elements. And that was way faster than what I was initially trying to do. Alright, so where's our header, or I'm sorry, our hero section? Here. Here's our hero section. Let's see where it's at. What's going on? There we are. It's right here. I thought it was that padding. No, but it's not the padding. It still does that. What do I have this set on? Max width. Just for content center. Let's see what's inside of here as well. Alright, it's nothing inside. It's definitely this. Alright, my timer did run out, but I'm so close. I really want to figure this out before we end the stream. Let me go to computed, see where I'm getting my width from. Alright, it looks like it's calculated. Else, padding left, padding bottom, max width. I'm just going to start removing styles. I already tried removing the padding, that didn't do anything. It's crazy. It's got to be padding. Whoa, hold on. Oh, let's go up one here. With alright, maybe I added this. Let's see where that's coming from. With margin. Let me actually look at this. Like grid container. Alright, so is it this one? Yeah. Hero button. Is it this grid container? Oh no, the screen's freezing. Shoots. Let me know, is it freezing for everybody? What's going on? Alright, so anyway, I think I found the problem. It's with this grid right here, this grid container. I'm not sure what to do about that. So I'm getting some styles applied here. Here, grid type container. So it's not that it's a type container, it's a spacing, it's the spacing one. Spacing HTML 16. Alright, let's see. Maybe I'm not going to be able to use grid. If I just do see if I can just override it. What? Alright. That fixed it. Alright, so I'm not sure what was going on with that, but I just put an inline style which would override the other styles and made a width of 100%. Let me move the screen about a little bit just to make sure that things still work. No, what? Oh, I'll never see a screen that small. What am I thinking? Let's be more reasonable here. Alright, cool. So that was another really easy fix. I mean, I keep trying to work within like the Material UI, documentation, but sometimes it's just so easy to fix it with the little inline styles. Now, normally, if we were going to reuse this component in a lot of places, I might think twice about doing that, but this is the hero section. It's only going to exist on the front page, so I'm going to do it once, and it's only going to have to be once. If I end up having a similar problem on other pages, then maybe we can dig deeper and look into it. But I think that was a pretty simple fix. So at this point, at least the home page now doesn't have any glaring layout errors on mobile. So mission accomplished for today. Let's commit this and put it up to GitHub. So let's go git status, and components app or pages index. Good, yeah, that's what we wanted to check. I had the yarn lock updated from when I was merging pull requests earlier. Alright, so I want to use this new thing that Nikki put in here. What is it? Commit is in. So let's see how I use this. Yarn run cm. Alright, so let's try yarn run cm. Uh-oh. Oops, I forgot to get add. Git add yarn cn. Alright, so now when we do commit as in, you can see I can just move up and down with my arrow keys and select what kind of commit I want to do. I mean, maybe a fix. Alright, let's do a fix. Component or file name. We could do @bar. Short imperative, tense description. Let's say move horizontal scroll. Looks good. Let's see. Alright, so I just wanted to like do a large example here, but I don't expect you all to write out that much if you want to, if you want to make a commit message. In fact, like the long message, I don't need that at all in the commit. I mean, odds are you're going to be submitting a pull request and you're going to put the description in your pull request. But basically, probably the first part, right, what kind of commit this is, and then the third part, a short description, that's all you really need. The other stuff does help, but it's not mandatory. No breaking changes. Nope, I don't think so. Do we have any issues? I don't think we have an issue open for that. Alright, cool. Now it's going to run all its auto formatting, linting, and testing. I kind of hope it doesn't pass the test just so we can see an example of what happens. But I think it will. Cool, it passed. Great. Now we can do git push origin. And everything is now on the repo on GitHub. Let's see. Harshit says merge my PR as well. Harshit, is that your PR? Is there a PR for this repo? Or you mean for, what is it, the JavaScript AF? Alright, I'm just merging it right now from the command line, or I'm sorry, from GitHub. Alright, Arshad, I merged it. I didn't bother checking it out because literally we had nothing in the project. I just had a README, a contributing.md file. Did I even have that? I had a README, a license, and maybe a contributing file. And that was it. So obviously whatever Harsha does is not going to break it. Okay, so now that we've got that accomplished, I'm going to go to the live chat, get through all the questions, read out some comments. So if you have anything you want me to answer, or anybody else in the live chat to answer, please put it in there now. Let me scroll to the top. Someone in the live chat said they are high AF. If you don't know what that means, good for you. If you do know what that means, don't do drugs. That's the public service announcement today for me. I'm not sure what this person. I think that's it. I think that's all they said, and didn't make any more comments. Let's see. Not really a lot of questions. Alright, Louise says, hi Jesse, is this a project that you're building the same as the one on FUS, Marcom, Franciscan React on GitHub? Yeah, this is it. This is that project. And now that we've committed the changes and pushed them up to GitHub, it's exactly the same. Everything I have on my machine is the same as what's on GitHub. Anmol says, do we really need a degree to get a web app developer job? You do not. You don't need a degree. It probably depends a lot on what things are like in your particular country or wherever you're trying to get a job as to whether it's kind of customary to have a degree or not. But here in the United States, if you're trying to get a job with a tech company or maybe a small startup, having a degree is definitely not mandatory. It's possible that it could help you if you have some sort of undergraduate degree, but it's not mandatory. Most of the jobs that I see, they don't mention education at all. They just want to know what your skills are. But I do see some that require some sort of degree. Hey, Evo's here. Hey, Evo, how's it going? Dave asks, how can I be part of this? Dave, you can do as much as you want in terms of, check out the repos. So we have a lot of projects going on right now, mostly React stuff. We have this React project as our main project that we're working on, and that's what we'll be talking about here on the streams for at least another month. But we also have a React Native project, and we have a React project where we're using Electron to make desktop apps. So depending on what you're interested in, you could work on those as well. Usually I'll just create issues for these different repositories. You can find links in the descriptions for the repos, and you could just take one of those issues, try to work on it, submit a pull request if you want. If you'd rather not contribute code, but you just like to contribute advice and help in the live chat, that's excellent too. If you want more info about that, ask more questions here, or you could message me on some social media platform, whatever you want. But that's it. Am I missing some other way to contribute? I mean, really helping answer questions and things in the live chat, and then or contributing code are probably the main ways. Harshit says, might clone the repo as well. I have a feeling that you haven't cloned that. You mean the repo I just made? Yeah, I haven't cloned that repo yet. I created it in GitHub and didn't clone it yet. Alright, I've gotten to the end of the live chat. This was surprisingly short live chat today, mostly because there weren't a lot of questions. There was a lot of discussion during the chat about what we were going to do, which is awesome. Always appreciate that help. Okay, we got Evo says, have you ever done something with Golang? I'm currently thinking about doing some big scale data processing and looking at some solutions currently. Unfortunately, I have no experience with it, so I wish I could be more help, but I know almost nothing about it. So if anyone else here knows more about Go, please let Evo know. But yeah, I have no idea. It's alright, so that's the last question here. Today's Thursday, so I should be back tomorrow. Maybe sometime around noon, 1 p.m., something like that, and that's my time, Eastern time. And we're gonna come right back here and be working on something else. I will be busy migrating data, so I'm not exactly sure what we'll be working on, but I'm definitely not gonna broadcast me migrating data because that's super boring. Maybe we'll have some new types of pages that we'll work on, depending on how much data I get over. But until then, have a wonderful day.